This is web-based application. Okay, whenever we will deliver you application, you will get one user ID and one password. Okay, that's admin user ID and admin password. So what you need to do, organization has to go to the my account and user and employees, and they can create their new users of the software. So it may be on-roll or off-roll employees, or it may be sales executives, test engineers, technical managers, etc. Right? So that is I'll not concentrate on this. I'll concentrate on certification model, but I'll just go through that. Okay. Then there is a some one-time activity and there is a some operational activities, right? So in one-time activity, in software, you can create country master, then state masters, then taxes management for the billing and quotation purpose, it may be IGST, CGST, etc. Then customer master. Now we will create one customer so you can understand how to create the customers in software. Let's example, this is our report. And let's example, this is your name of testing laboratory, right? Or this is your customer, for example. Okay. I think you have make a secret videos. That's okay. I'll put it. Okay. So you just need to put the name. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Understand. So it may be vendor code. You can do categorization of the customers. Customers, those belongs from the manufacturing. Customer, those belongs to the textile industry, belongs to the pharmaceutical industries. You can make a customization, sorry, categorization, and you can create categories as well here. So if I need a category like manufacturing, so I can create it. Okay. So accordingly, I can select the categorizations. Then there is a PAN number. This is a basic information. Okay.
Okay.
This is first section of customer. Second section is address. Okay. One customer, that is one company having maybe multiple addresses, right? 1000, 1001 is a block number, or BLDG building G8. Okay. Then this is uh, okay. So city maybe this is your maybe city, then India, and then test is let me be Maharashtra or whatever, right? Then post pin code or post box number will be there. Okay, right. So if GST applicability, you can say applicable and GST number is there. So this is about customer address. Then there is a contact persons. Now I do not have contact person, so I'll put my name is a contact person. Okay. Basically, this is a name, number, email ID, nothing special things. Okay. Right. So I'll add it. Okay. So this is about customer master. So accordingly, you can create the a number of customers. Similar vendor master is there. Both are the same things. Only vendor code is not here. There is a vendor code. Then test material. Test material is the important part. Now, let's example electrotechnical electrical material, which we are doing the I'll tell you this is a master where we have to create a list of materials, those we are testing. It may be cable, it may be any equipment, it may be whatever, right? Understanding? Hello?
Yeah.
Is it audible? Yeah. So here, basically, I'll go through the sample details. This is our test item description, which we have done the testing. Wi-Fi smart switch with energy monitoring, right? Wi-Fi smart switch with energy monitoring. This is your format code. Let's example, you may have in your document somewhere else. That's document number basically. No, format number means if it is applicable, then we can put it. If it is not applicable, then let it be. Basically, FT/ET/001, right? And we can create. So this is our second step. This is important. Then whatever the sample details which we are collecting from the customer at the time of inward, those are also important. So that fields also you can create in the masters. So what you need to do, you need to go to the certification, inward field master and field master is there. So for example, in my case, I need a trademark, which I need to collect information from the customer. Trademark. And in which format we are collecting the data, that may be text or integer or decimal or date format. So we'll take accordingly. Now manufacturer, that's okay. Then model or type reference. Model public type reference. So this is also text format. And then ratings. I'll take as a samples. I'll not create all. Okay. Hello.
And if it is a JPG, sir, it's a photo like for trademark. Sometimes
I'll tell you that is at the time of testing of a report, we can add the photographs. But at the time of inward, suppose you need to take sample photographs, then that is a part of a inward because one sample can come multiple times. So at the time of sample, what is my condition of sample or maybe make or model you need to verify. So whatever the photographs you need to take it, that's part of inward. It's not a part of one-time activity. That's part of operational activity, right?
no,
Hello.
I'm talking about the company logo.
Yeah.
Company logo. Yeah.
Of which? Your company logo or customer's
No,
company
the
logo?
customers.
So that's why I'm telling na, that's part of inward. I'll show you. Okay.
Now you can see once I sir, you can see the report once. Third page may it will be there. Third or fourth may.
This is na
No.
coffee of
Mark.
making plate.
Similar to that, actually, we have that provision. This is a net provided one. The zone of company is there, right?
Yeah.
So that type of a mark should be there.
I understood. So that's why I told you na. Matlab, this is right now. If you go through this, there is a model and there is a maybe any serial number also may be there, right? So every
So
at the
shall
time
I
of
show you? Shall I show you one example?
yeah, sure.
So can you see the screen?
Yes, I can understand now. You just
So
want to
first of
share
all,
trademark, right?
yeah. So
Understood.
trademark
Okay, okay.
in most of the cases it's not a text, it's a like a JPG file.
Understood. 100% understood. You can stop your screen. I'll share. I'll tell you. What we need to do in that case, the data type which we have given over here, we need to add one more. That's image. So that can be right. text or image, right? Hello. Hello.
Okay.
So what we will
Yeah,
do, we'll add one more data type as an image with the description. So if you put any description and uploaded the image, so it will be combinedly print on the report. If it is only you have uploaded the image without description, then it will print on report without descriptions, right? So that combination we need to get it done here. Right now it is not here, but definitely it's very good suggestion. We'll add it. That's not issue. Okay.
okay.
Hello.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll proceed with the existing flow. Then
Yes.
coming back to the ratings, etc. So these are the inward fields which we have created. Now in next step, what I'll do, I'll assign those inward fields with my material. So whenever I'll take an inward of Wi-Fi smart switch with energy monitoring, then I need to take details of customer, that's manufacturer, right? And model and ratings, etc. Okay. So I have assigned this with this, correct?
Yeah.
Third is this is about inward fields which we have get it done as an example. Then in technical masters we have a discipline wise groups. Okay, those we can create. Right now I'll take as a electrical equipments. Okay, that's my group maybe. And then technical master there is a parameters. Okay, before parameter I would like to be go for another master, that is test master. Okay, so in test
Okay.
master right now we'll take one test. Okay, one sample test, right? So it may be, I'll go to the last page. Okay, we'll take this 5.31. Okay, or else we can take this as also. Okay, hello.
Yes, sir.
So this is main supply is my what is the name of test here?
Power input.
Sorry.
You're talking about 5.1.3?
Hi, anyone. I just need to name of a test.
Power input you can add, sir. Or dielectric strength.
This one.
Yes, you can add this one.
Okay. So I create one test. Which one? Dielectric test.
Power input.
Okay. Power input is the name of my test. All right. Then this
Yes.
is basic details of test. How much hours is required? It may be 1 hour required, 30 minutes required to perform this test. So it will calculate the consumption of master equipments as a part of my mass reports, but that is not that we will go through later on. But right now we'll focus again on the reporting module. This is the lab procedure number. Then on the report, you may have your work instruction number or procedure number. If you are providing to the report, then that we can manage from there. Okay. So this is what is this test report form number? Okay, not that. Any work instruction or procedure number you are giving on a report or not? No.
Not on the report, but we have. But we don't
Okay.
give it on the report. Put it on
If
the test data sheet. The raw
okay,
data sheet.
no issues. I'll just add SVC oblique PI oblique ET oblique 001. Okay.
Yeah.
This is for the if you are doing any testing on site, then what is
Yeah.
applicable numbers? Then what is minimum quantity for compliance? That's not an issue. Some notes you can manage here. Any compliance statement, if you wants to put on a report in case of not applicable, in case of pass and in case of failures, you can give it in general. If you have a compliance statement pass or fail, for each and every parameters in one single test, then no need to maintain here. That will be part of a row-wise compliance. So I have created this test. Once I have created this test, then there is a some another options is enabled here. That's first one is manage parameters, right? So based on this table 5.31, the power input, okay. Yeah, this is. So I need these parameters, these descriptions to, we will add this input, right, at the time of testing, correct? But this
Yeah.
will be predefined parameters. Those we have to test under this power input, right? So
Yeah,
what I'll
these are
do,
basically the marked ratings on the marking plate. Then we
okay,
check on whether the equipment is complying to whatever there is claiming on the marking plate. So you can see the test number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have just verified the above markings. So if he is claiming 5500 watts, so whether is actually consuming 5500 or less or more, so that we report.
correct. So basically that is your specified value. That's a limit. 100 to
Yeah.
240, it should be there. And whatever the results is coming there, right? So our
Yeah.
result test is pass or fail, etc. Correct?
Yes.
No issues. So, but we have marked rating. So we will create as a rating. Okay. That's my first parameter I have created. Then I'll create phase. Then we'll create frequency. Then current. Then there is a power. Okay. Then, yeah, that's it. Right. Hello.
Yeah, that's okay.
One more parameter is VA. This power in a watt and this power in a VA, right? So I'll just differentiate it with this. Okay.
Okay.
We have created the parameters. Then again, I'll come back to my test master and I'll go to the manage parameters. So my first parameter is marked rating. So I'll assign that as an observation or as a test at serial number 1, ID number 1 as a marked rating, right? And the data type will be a text or numeric, etc. You can take it as you want it. That's not issue. So I'll take it text now. This is display on observation means if you want, are you interested to show this parameter while entering the results by the engineer in the software? So that's display on observations. And this is on final print you required, yes or no. So formula, if applicable, then it is will be there. But no need to do no need to add any formula because whatever the reading is coming is just taking input, right? So this is an input test. And how much digits you want, 1 digit, 2 digit, etc. So I'll add this. Then second is a phase, right? So I'll take second as a phase. Third is my frequency. I'll add it. Then fourth is my current. Then my fifth is power factor. Okay. And one more is sixth is power in VA. Okay. So I have assigned these parameters to this test. Then which instrument you are going to use to perform this test, right? Hello. That is also important. So what I'll do, I'll go to the certification. I do have a list of master equipments in my software. So under testing electrical, I'll create one, let's example, multifunction calibrator. I'll just take an example. Huh? Okay, no need to do, sorry, no need to use this instrument only. So it may be a Fluke 9100 or maybe serial number, etc. I'll add this. Now, based on our standard guideline or ISO 17025 for any equipment, if you are using for the testing, it should be calibrated, right? So I'll put one cal report here of that equipment. So I can able to maintain my calibration history of our equipments, those we are using for the testing as a master's equipments or standards. That's it. Fine. Then I'll go to the test master and I'll assign equipments, okay, which equipments we will use to perform this test. And I'll assign it. If I have multiple instruments to perform this test, then I can apply both. So at the time of testing, engineer will decide which ID number he wants to use, or whatever the ID number he has used for the testing, that ID number he will select as a standard used. Then I'll come to the table formats. Now, in our case, we need a observation table this way, right? It is a description, it is a specified, and this is actual, right? So I'll select serial number, then I'll select observation, then I'll select specified values, then I'll select my average reading. I'll take one reading and that will be as a part of average. If you have multiple readings, then that average will be calculated. Then, but I'll take observation because in our text, in our test, we have taken text as input, so there is no calculation of average. Then, if we want some additional columns, we can take it. But right now, I'll take this only. And even the test method, but obviously test method is also important. Which test method we have used, right? And the sequence of this table format you can define. Right now, test method is selected at last, but I don't want at last. I need after description. Then I'll clear it and I'll select this way, right? So my specified value and observations, right? Now this nomenclatures, whatever you want, you can give it. That's not issue, right? So description, test methods, you can change it. Okay. And I'll update it. So this format is designed for this test master. Okay. So basically, these are the one-time activities which we need to configure in our application before starting report preparation method, right? Now, coming back to the operational activities. Very first, what we will do, we'll create one job, a work order. That's for the testing. And this is my customer. Right. Any client, any consultant, if it is available, then you can take it. Otherwise, you can keep it blank. That's not issue, right? Challan number, etc. Okay. These are the basic details of work order. And we'll create this work order. In user management, we need to assign the test based on expertise of the users. That's why that work order is not displayed there. So I'll take it, I'll get it done that. I'll go through the job. Okay. So this is our work order which we have created right now. There is a zero inward against this. Now at the time of inward, we'll go to the inward. Once I select the sample, then this inward fields will be pop up, right? Those which we have assigned. Basically, this information we need to collect it from the customer. So on which date this is received to us. This is our accreditation trademark. This is trademark is SONOFF, right? Manufacturer, same as applicant. Model is and then ratings are, I'll just take one. Okay. One before this, we have left one thing that is under certification technical master, we have to assign material wise test. So on smart switch, we can perform these tests, right? That has to be get it done so that at the time of inward, it will come assign test to that material, right? These are the recommended tests as per us. Not necessary if multiple tests are there, not necessary every time customer will get all tests. He can request you to perform any one specification test. In that case, you can check or you can uncheck at the time of inward key which test you wants to perform based on customer requisitions. Then test method is there. And for this test method also, we have provided one more master, that is, this is test methods, right? So based on your report, if I go through, there is a test method which you have used. ISC 610610. -1.
61001.
Yes. Okay. So if I take on this instrument as a or material or sample for the inward, then I can able to see this test methods is coming. Basically, if on this test power input, we can perform this test based on multiple standards. So I can able to select which standard they wants to use it. If customer defined, if customer is not defined, then definitely we'll go with our uh, recommended standards, right?
Yes, sir.
Then this is, I'll take this data from there. And I'll do this inward, right? So once the person is received material or sample or equipments for testing, he'll get it done this and he'll complete the service request form or maybe test requisition form of the customer. And we can take a print of this, right? This format can be designed. Actually, this is our demo module, so you just ignore it, right? Okay. So this is inward number and etc. Then what I'll do once I receive the material, then I'll dispatch that sample or material for testing, right? I'll dispatch to lab. Now, based on expertise, somebody has to accept that material. Once they received it or sample or equipments, they'll accept it. and he will start to prepare the report. And he'll start to prepare the report here. Okay. So I have select this test because this is requested by the customer at the time of SRF. This is my test parameter, right? We are doing a test of power input, right? So what I'll do, I'll create one more parameter, that's power input. Okay. Oh shit. That's okay, fine. And I'll select the requested test by the customer and I'll select the power input. Okay. And accreditation parameter, if applicable, then it will come based on the accreditations. We need to enter the accreditation scope here, then only it will come. Right now, we have not taken as example. So if there is a two types of report, one is accredited reports, one is a non-accredited reports. If it is accredited, then you just need to select the parameters, right?
So we have
Then,
to basically manually upload our scope also in this.
no, we have a provision of accreditation scope here. Okay. Here. So if my NABL is, for example, TC 1234, and this is my issue date, and this is my expiry date. Basically, at the time of testing, we are validating my testing date is should be in between these two dates. Otherwise, it will be not valid. Okay. So that will be non-accredited report. So at the time of accreditation scope in details, so this is now my power input for lab or source major, whatever is there, 0 to 0, let's example 0 volt to 100 volt is my scope, or my CMC is maybe 0.01% of reading, etc. is my scope. So once we added these details, and if you go through the testing report preparation functionality is given here, then I can select the test. See, the power input is came because this testing date is my in between of those two dates inside my accreditations. Then number of samples, if I taken one, then this will be one. If I taken three, then it will becomes three, right? Okay. Now I do not require three, I just need one. The test engineer, who is test engineer, who is witness, if any witness is there from customer end, then this is a master equipment which you are using for the testing. But this is also coming here based on testing date and the cal date and due date of this masters. Basically, this is a traceability. It is not a master equipment. It's a traceability of master equipments. You can see the report number is came here, which is calibrated by somebody else. This is master which I have used. Now for rating, let's example, now based on your reports, I'll go through your specified, right? First. Yeah, this is your specified. So in specified, I'll put 100 to 240 volt. Then second parameter, it is a single phase. Third parameter is maybe 50 divided by 60 hertz frequency. Now this is 25 ampere. Then this is 5500 watt, and this is not applicable. Okay. And in actual, now you have two options. You can put pass fail Or else you can take one more column, additional column for the compliance pass fail. Right now I have not taken. Okay, so let's example my is voltage is my 240.50 volt, right? Then this is a single phase. Then this is my, let's example 55 hertz, right? The current is, we have additional columns for unit as well if we need a separate column for units. Okay. And this is my 4500 watt. And this is not applicable. So I'll calculate if any calculations is there, otherwise it will not calculate, just we'll save it. Once you save it, the test report will become here. Now, for example, one more example, that's marking plate as an image. I just take example. So let's example, this is my image, right? This is my marking plate is image. I need to add inside the report. I just taken as example, not necessarily this image has to be uploaded here, but related to that, this test, any images if applicable, then we can add on report. So I'll save this image first on my desktop as a power input diagram. So this is a test photos are there. Let's say example, marking plate is my description, and I'll put this and save it. And this report will be go for approval. Once it's sent for approval, then under certification, there is a approval stage. Here, the technical manager or senior, any person who is having approving authority, he will go through the reports directly. He just no need to do anything. But obviously, as far as approving authority, he has two authorities. He can modify these test results and he will approve it. Otherwise, he can reject it. And if everything looks fine, then he will approve it. Okay. Once it is approved, then test report will be print. At the time of printing, there is some few further options is given, like, date format which you require. This format is required, etc. Right. And this is my final report. Again, this report has to be designed based on your final report presentation. Basically, whenever we will provide the application, then this report format we will design as per the laboratories samples, right? Some minor corrections has to be decided by the mutually at the time of implementation, but content wise, I can show you right now. This is company's logo, letterheads. These logos is controlled by the software. If your report is under accreditation, then this logo will print. Which accreditation that logo will print. If it is NABL, if it is IS, multiple accreditation can run in single application. ILAC is also there. If you need, then we can put. If you don't need, we can remove. That's not issue. If you have your printed letterhead, then you can take print without letterhead also. So it will be print as a without letterhead that will be printed on your papers. So letterhead will not print on the final reports. Then this is the basically basic headers are there. ELR number is applicable in case of NABL only, not any other accreditations. But this is a SRF number and report number. These two numbers also has to be configured based on your requirement. Let's example, if you need any another way based on a reset method should be monthly, yearly, or maybe a financial yearly, or else calendar year base, etc. Then this is the testing start date and end date is here. If some test period is not completed in a single day, then the end date is also provided. Then these are the customer details. These are the sample details which we have added. And this is our method which we have taken it, right? Then this image is there. Some notes you can put it. That's it right now. I can demonstrate you this one only, but at the time of implementation, we need to get it completely. Apart from that, we do have billing sections. Then before that, we have quotation sections, right? Pre-sales part, inquiry to order closing. After order completion, certification model, which I have shown you. After certification, billing model is there. So system can able to give you the proper outstanding and billing details, etc. And some MS reports also given, like, job registers, sales reports, common reports, certification related, etc. So this is about our model which we have already ready with us.